No matter how much information we receive throughout our lives, there is knowledge that remains unchanged. This knowledge forms our foundation. We strive to carry it through our lives and pass it on to our children. These unspoken rules were passed down to us by our parents, often without explicit explanations. These rules are preserved in our human genetics and come to us through the spirit, known as spiritual laws or rules. Today, I offer you knowledge that confirms the necessity of studying these rules. 12 laws of spiritual strength that wise people have always followed. These laws form a hidden code, a concealed plan underlying all existence. They are not man-made laws bound by time or geography. These are cosmic laws beyond time. They do not govern human actions through punishment but guide life towards greater wisdom and self-realization. They have shaped your past and will shape your future. Most importantly, they illuminate your present. When we study them, we not only gain knowledge, we transform. 1. The law of divine oneness. It means we are all interconnected and part of infinite divine energy that far surpasses our individuality. This teaches us that every thought, word, and action extends beyond the periphery of our individual existence, reflecting throughout the universe and affecting the whole. We understand that our lives are interconnected and interdependent. Acknowledging this law of divine oneness, we realize that no one is alone. In this journey, we are together. We are not just drops in the ocean but the ocean in a drop. Everything we see, feel, and experience is a continuation of the same divine source. Thus, love, kindness, and compassion become logical responses to all interactions. Treat others with the same respect and care you would want for yourself. Understand that the pain inflicted on another is pain inflicted on yourself. This law embodies the golden rule: treat others as you wish to be treated. How to apply this law in life? Start by recognizing the divinity in every person you encounter. See every interaction as an opportunity to show kindness and understanding. When you speak, let your words reflect this understanding of unity. When you listen, do so with compassion stemming from the awareness that we are all branches of the same tree. 2. The law of vibration. This law suggests that everything in our universe, from the largest galaxies to the tiniest particles, including your thoughts and feelings, operates at different frequencies or vibrations. Nothing in the world rests. Everything is in motion, constantly vibrating and resonating at various frequencies. If you want to achieve your desires, you need to determine the vibration of your desires and try to match that frequency. If you want to feel love, you need to vibrate at the frequency of love, which is the highest frequency. If you want a specific person in your life, you both must be tuned to the same vibration or frequency. To use this law to manifest your desires, you need to tune into the vibrations and align with what you want. If you want to be among the stars, feel like one. Understanding this law changes our perception of ourselves and our place in the world. We are not just physical beings moving through life. We are energetic beings vibrating at certain frequencies. These vibrations affect our experiences, interactions, and reality. Consider your thoughts and emotions. When you are filled with joy and positive emotions, you feel light, joyful, almost as if you are vibrating at a higher frequency. Similarly, when you are sad, you feel heavy, burdened, vibrating at a lower frequency. 3. The law of correspondence. It states, as within, so without. Your feelings and thoughts directly affect your outer world, so what happens outside is merely a reflection of what happens inside you. If you treat yourself well, everything around you seems wonderful. If you feel bad, everything around you seems bad. If you feel peace inside, everything around you seems peaceful. But if you feel uneasy inside, you will feel stressed in your life. You are faced with the compelling truth that you create your own reality. You have the power to shape your external world by changing your internal state. Your thoughts are your beliefs and views that you bring to life. This is what you constantly think about. And all this creates a vivid picture that becomes your life. What you think about becomes what you live with. To change your world, you need to change yourself first, and the external world will reflect this change in you. 4. The law of attraction. It states that like attracts like. Whatever you focus your attention on, whether positive or negative, you attract into your life. This is not just philosophy but a principle recognized by ancient cultures, quantum physicists, and successful people worldwide. The law of attraction is similar to the law of vibration. You attract not what you want but who you are. The law of attraction also states that you can believe you can get what you want. But if you do not understand how it is possible and doubt that it will happen, you are like a wave of the sea driven by the wind. You cannot expect to attract what you believe you cannot obtain. If you want to be healthy, you need to understand what it is. Be generous with money, and it will return to you. If you want love, start by loving yourself and others. 5. The law of inspired action. It states, you can visualize and affirm your thoughts in alignment with your desires, but nothing will change until you start taking action. However, this is not just any action, it is inspired action. Action that comes from a place where you are aligned with your desires, intuition, and inner guidance. This law is the driving force behind manifesting your dreams. While the law of attraction helps align your thoughts and feelings with your desires, the law of inspired action urges you to move in the direction of these desires. It is the bridge that connects the invisible world of thoughts with the tangible world of reality. To get what you want, you need to play and feel a certain role. Inspired actions are not forced. They do not come from desperation or fear. On the contrary, it is joyful, enthusiastic movement towards your desires. It feels natural, easy, and fully aligns with who you are. It is then that you are so excited about your vision that you are drawn to action. Not because you must but because you want to. 6. The law of transmutation of energy. It states that everything, including your thoughts and words, consists of energy. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be transformed from one form to another. When you think or feel something, it does not stop there. It transforms into something that goes out into the universe. The law of transmutation is at the core of how thoughts become things. You need to know that whatever thoughts and feelings you have, you are creating and attracting something in response to that thought. So, you need to choose good thoughts and feelings and do this intentionally. Do not dwell on bad thoughts for too long, otherwise, it can turn into a bad situation. Quickly change the direction of your thoughts. When you notice that you have a negative thought, change the energy of that thought by replacing it with a positive one. Do this quickly before the negative thought turns into reality. 7. The law of cause and effect. It states that you get back what you give. What you do for others or for the whole world will come back to you. This is the law of karma. Everything that happens in life has its cause. Everything happens either to you or because of you, because you did something. If you do good deeds, it benefits you. If you do bad deeds, it also affects you. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Understanding this law gives you the understanding that if you want to change the effect you are experiencing, you need to change the causes you set in motion. You reap what you sow. You will never harvest mangoes if you sow apples. You will never reap love if you sow hate. You get what you send into the universe. If you give love, you get it back. If you give money, you get it back. Everything that happens around comes back. Everything you do and say does not disappear but always comes back. It will either reward you or hurt you. It may not come back immediately, but it will surely come back. 8. The law of compensation. This law is connected with the law of vibration, attraction, cause and effect, and transmutation of energy. It states that you will be rewarded in direct proportion to the value you bring to others and the world. It contains the principle that as you give, so you shall receive. The value you bring to others, society, or the world will inevitably return to you. This law is not limited to monetary or material benefits. It extends beyond the physical realm to encompass love, kindness, joy, and peace. When you freely give your love, you gain it. When you spread joy, you experience joy. 9. The law of relativity. It states, nothing is inherently good or bad. Everything happens as you decide and what meaning you assign to it. This law calls you to step back from your individual experience and look at it from a broader perspective. What may seem like a serious problem to you may seem like a minor obstacle compared to the problems others face. Likewise, what you perceive as a small achievement may be a dream for someone else. The law of relativity tells you not to label everything around you. When something happens, you do not need to say it is good or bad. Instead, you can view it as the consequence of some cause. You decide whether to assign meaning to each event. Understand that everything is relative and depends on your perspective. This realization opens a deeper understanding and empathy towards others. This law teaches us that life is not black and white. It is a spectrum of experiences colored by our perceptions and beliefs. Instead of seeing challenges as insurmountable obstacles, we can view them as opportunities for growth. Rather than perceiving setbacks as failures, we can see them as stepping stones toward success. 10. The law of polarity. It states that everything has an opposite. If there is light, there is darkness. If there is heat, there is cold. This law exists so you can understand and appreciate the positive experiences of life. Without experiencing failure, you cannot appreciate success. Without knowing sadness, you cannot value happiness. This law teaches you to find balance. Without one, you cannot fully understand the other. Understanding this law gives you the ability to transform your negative thoughts and situations into positive ones. It tells you that every experience, no matter how challenging or painful, carries the seeds of something positive. This law also teaches resilience and the capacity to look at life from a balanced perspective. 11. The law of rhythm. It states that life operates in cycles and everything has its natural rhythm. Just like the seasons change, so do your emotions and experiences. This law teaches you to embrace the ebb and flow of life and trust the process. Understanding that everything in life has its cycle helps you remain grounded during challenging times, knowing that it is temporary and will eventually pass. Similarly, it encourages you to fully enjoy the good times, knowing they too are part of life's natural rhythm. By understanding this law, you gain patience and resilience. You recognize that every low point is followed by a high point and vice versa. This awareness helps you remain calm and balanced, regardless of the circumstances. 12. The law of gender. It states that everything in life has both masculine and feminine energies. These energies are not related to biological sex but are qualities and attributes present in all things. Masculine energy is assertive, logical, and action-oriented, while feminine energy is intuitive, nurturing, and receptive. Understanding the law of gender helps us appreciate the importance of balance. It tells us that to fully realize our potential, we must harmonize both masculine and feminine energies within ourselves. This isn't about becoming less like a man or less like a woman. It's about embracing all aspects of our nature to become whole individuals. You have been introduced to the ancient laws that the wisest people from different countries have always intuitively known and followed. When you do not follow these laws, you struggle against the way the world is designed, making life really difficult. This doesn't mean that someone will punish you, but life can feel like a punishment because you are swimming against the current of the universe. Thank you for exploring yourself and the universe with me. Trust yourself, listen to your heart, and move forward with confidence and calm. Like and share this video with your friends if you found it helpful. See you again on my channel, where we will continue to explore the mysteries of spiritual development and growth. Goodbye, and may light and wisdom always accompany you on your path.